pull up a chair, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Black Table with real men, real talk, no filters, no fear. Tonight, we go all in. My name is Laments and I'll be your conductor. And I do not do this alone. I'm joined by a league of extraordinary gentlemen, and I'll be introducing them one at a time. We start with the storm and the calm and the storm, unpredictable, undeniable, brains, banter, and a little bit of menace. Ladies and gentlemen, to my right, the Quincy Jones in the building.
You people just keep changing this thing, and I'm loving it. I love it. What's up, man?
All right, you've had a good week, right?
Stressful as hell.
Oh, man.
It continues tomorrow.
But we move.
We move still.
We move. And of course, he's the ladies' man, a disciple of post-nut clarity, an OAP, producer, TV show host, anchor, a voice you can't predict, the vibe you can't fake. Ladies and gentlemen, we have King Dion.
How we doing, ladies?
Sorry, got you over there, yeah?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Somewhat.
Jesus.
What's happening now?
What was that? Of post-nut clarity?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that action to think. Sometimes.
And finally, today, joining us from his Obodo Yibo brand. Someone who hasn't been on the show for a while because he's been touring and traveling around the world. When the mic needs class and the crowd needs fire, there's only one name in their mouths. The Navigator, the premium MC himself, Dek Imafidon. Welcome back.
The way you make it sound around the world. Oh, guys, I just went to Togo,
Dek, stop lying to people.
Doha,
Dek, stop lying
back
to
to
people.
Nigeria. Which one is round the
There was
world?
Doha in between.
He said Doha. This guy has been everywhere.
Qatari.
Everywhere. In Qatar, he went to the US, the UK. He has put Doha, and I didn't even know he was in Doha because I know we talked when he was in the US.
Oh my God! Thank you so much for having me again, man. It's good to be back home. Honestly, yeah, brother Lee, my guy. Well, see, I'm really happy to be here on the table because I think I remember sending you a video of one of our fans in the UK. This lady was like, I don't even forget say I get one show where I didn't even do, and she said, I know you. I'm like, why? She's like, and just that really just sends a message to me that we're definitely impacting lives and of course touching people positively, and that for me is one of the reasons why I couldn't wait to get back home and join the guys on the table.
I'm going to say something that most men don't say, but I've missed you, bro.
Oh, brother Lee.
Quincy looked at me like, okay, yeah, I've missed you, bro.
Quincy will tell his brother he misses his brother.
Okay.
I tell my man, hey, pause. I tell my guys.
Your guys,
and my brothers. I tell them I love them.
Yeah, I do that
nice.
too. Like, I think there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think that we should I don't know. I don't think we should take it out of proportion when we try to, show affection to our brothers, our friends, our own. Because the truth is, of course, the movie we've been talking about, Brotherly, is all about, that empathy.
But you started Brotherly many years ago.
Brotherly, me and you don't. You know how many years we don't date. Brotherly,
when I saw that series, I was like,
But I don't do bad to you.
I don't do bad.
I don't do bad though. People are saying that you even do me bad though.
Dek, enough. Welcome. Anyways, let me run through the highlights of the show. The federal government has swung the hammer, shutting down over 13 million social media accounts for offensive content. But wait, is this discipline or dictatorship? Because for many of those accounts that weren't just, were just for vibes, they were also a source of income and survival for many. Then we move on to our next story that has to do with the NBA. And we have Anthony Edwards' baby mama drama. Of course, this has made a whole lot of noise in the media, and then we're going to be diving into it and be talking about it. And our hot topic tonight, cancel culture. For the first time, Naira Marley speaks on being exiled by the industry after Mohbad's tragic passing. But there's a bigger question to all of this. Should we separate the person from the craft, Or once you're cancelled, does your heart die with you? Think about legends who lost it all after one misstep. Are we killing talent because we hate the man behind the music or the mic? Or all that plus your street takes, we have all of this mixed up together tonight on the Black Table. And I'm hoping that you guys can help us, dissect it, cut it up, and, give life to it. But before we go into the main thing, we take a quick break, and then the Black Table properly starts. All right, welcome back. It is still the ultimate men's guide, the Black Table, and we're just going to dive right into it in a sweeping enforcement move anchored by the 2024 Code of Practice for Interactive Computer Service Platforms. Nigeria's regulatory trio of NITDA, NCC, and NBC have ushered in the crackdown on harmful online content and digital misconduct. The National Information Technology Development Agency announced that more than 13,597,057 social media accounts across platforms such as TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and X have been shut down for violations. This aggressive cleanup also saw the removal of nearly 58.9 million offensive posts, as well as 754,629 registered complaints and 420,439 overturned takedowns upon appeal. This aggressive digital cleanup raises serious questions. Is Nigeria striking the right balance between protecting citizens from harmful content and safeguarding freedom of expressions, while some hail it as a bold step towards sanitization? But I think we all have a good idea of what they're trying to do. But the question is, have they gone overboard? And do you see it as a form of censorship? I'm going to start with you on this one.
Okay, so I will start with the part of the story that has 500 and something thousand complaints, reports, essentially.
Yeah.
I want to attest that at least 400 and something of them are Whiskey FC, reporting people's accounts. Let's start from there. But now, this is when I saw this story earlier this week, I was trying to get a hang of it, right? So what in particular are these accounts posting? If you said 1 million, 2 million, but when you go to 13, that's a lot.
That's a lot,
right?
Yeah.
So what are they posting particularly that is offensive? Are we speaking to, banning accounts, suspending accounts, deleting comments or posts due to what, libel or there's the
offensive,
other one? Against the government?
Exactly.
Are these people airing their views as to how they feel in reference to the current economical situation?
Yeah.
There's that part. Then the other part would be if they're just tweeting plain old, nonsensical thoughts, right? Maybe they deserve it, right? But it would have been nice to see that the list of these accounts came out.
Yeah.
Exactly. The post came out.
Yeah.
It's not just give us some random stats. Everybody now don't form statistician, you see. Now, the last part to this would be, is it a dictatorship? Is it what's it called? I mean, the government has been trying, since the advent of digital media or new media, the government has been trying to see how they could put some form of decorum and/or control over the situation, because we have different moments where it spirals. Yeah. Quite a lot. Even on TikTok now, it's getting really crazy. You can't even tweet. They will give you, it's fun, but sometimes it goes overboard. It goes a bit too much. Yeah. So I'm for it to a certain extent, but there's a thin line between curbing certain conversations and freedom of speech. Okay. You see? Yeah.
All right, Dek, do you think at any point in time with all of this, the rights of people when it comes to freedom of expression and speech has been infringed upon?
Well, there's a line between freedom of speech and controlled speech, right? And you must understand that they sound alike, but they are totally different. Controlled speech is knowing that when you speak, we are not sure of your freedom. Freedom of speech is knowing, understanding that, okay, when I speak from my heart and, I can express myself, right?
Okay.
You see, I'm personally affected because one of my pages was taken down on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Last week, yes. I didn't even realize that something like this was happening when I
part
got
of
into the
them.
country.
What fight have you done?
So now
He's
let
been
me
a
interest
bad
you to
boy.
know. So that's why I said that there's a thin line between freedom of expression and of course,
freedom
you
of
know.
speech, yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see, the content, I can tell you exactly what I do on that page. It's a content that seemed like a satire where we talk about what is happening in the society, and I just, you know, make it funny, you know, just so that we can say, but do you think this guy they talk now true? Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I would have suggested that instead of taking down people's hard work, time, and money, what I would have expected them to do was flag some of those content and say, okay, you know what, take correction on this, so and so and so. If you don't do this, we'll bring down the post, rather than taking the entire page down. It's depressing for young people who are trying to create content, who are trying to, you know, be useful to society. And then after all of that hard work and all of that put together, you know, somebody just comes and says that because I have power, I'm taking down that account. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now you have taken down 13-point-something million people's account, meaning that all of these people who have put blood, sweat, and tears into building this account have to start from the scratch, which also becomes, you know, an opportunity for people to go into, you know, all sorts of illegal activities. Do you know what I mean? So the truth is, yes, it is understandable that you want to regulate social media, right? It is understandable that you want to control, you know, some of the things that go out on social media, right? But you must also drag a line, or you draw a line between impunity, because I have the power and I can take it, means that I have to take it. No, there should be laws guiding the social media space that allows me to know that, okay, I did not do anything wrong.
It's
if you take down my
defined.
account, I can fight to get my account back.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We can't just leave it in the hands of government and say government to just wake up one day. I didn't wake up on the right side of the bed. You know what? Take down 600
This guy's
million.
been talking.
Do you know what I mean?
Been talking, yeah.
600 million accounts. Come on now. You understand what I'm saying? So if we're going to regulate it, let it be across board. We need to have, you know, some of these laws that also protect the content creators as well.
All right. Thank you, Dick. Well said. Dion, what's your take on, you know, all of this? And was your account taken down?
Well, I mean,
the private one.
None of my accounts were taken down. I'll have you know. So no matter how much you guys try to come after me, don't worry. So I'm ahead of you. But let's be very honest here.
Yeah.
Somewhat you can blame this all on sovereignty. When you have absolute power, how you exercise it becomes very paramount, you know. I would have loved it if discussions were held with real stakeholders on how best to move forward with regulations and exercising control.
Yeah.
So at least people can see that it's not just about you having this ability and just doing things, but considering the voices of people who can speak the minds of a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Coming together and then finding this way we can all just be in tandem. You know?
Yeah.
These accounts have been taken down. Okay, it's not like as if now with like regular social media platforms, we see exactly what to and what not to do.
Exactly.
You're just doing
There has to
something.
be a definition, a clear defined path.
Thank you for using
the
that
rules.
word,
Yeah.
definition. Nothing is entirely defined when it comes to government. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. A lot of people have so many questions that always go unanswered. And we just have to end up
Either
just
setting
rolling.
it and just
rolling
roll
along with whatever
with it,
happens, you know. Jack, I'm really sorry that you happen to be affected by this, and I hope at some point your appeals are heard, because I know you must have at least appealed it.
I have actually appealed, but, you know, I just got an outright email that said, you know, your account has been disabled, you cannot appeal anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just
You
feels
open another account.
How many
it just
followers did
feels
he have?
okay. So I think that particular account had about say 10,000 ish.
Organic followers.
Organic followers.
Do you know what it means to actually
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That a lot of people have
real people who are listening to what you're saying.
I have worked so hard on that page that it was a page that I literally dedicated to pure content, like unadulterated content, properly. And I made sure that there were no foul words, no, dirty words,
just a bit
no
more
crass
satire.
words. Satire, clean satire that, intellectual people will understand. Do you know what I mean? So I'm surprised because, okay, I don't know if dormancy was also, part of the criteria for, disabling, because I didn't post on the page for, say, some months. I don't know if that is part of the.
I agree with you, bro.
I don't know. But
it could be.
If it's
on Netflix and chill content.
No, not at all. No, not at all. Not at all. That, if that was the case, I won't come out to say that they dropped my page because I will understand that that's why it went down. But the truth is, some Netflix and chill pages that we know, Quincy that we know, Quincy that we know,
that they are still up.
They are still up.
Of course. Up and running.
Running, my guy.
Very effective.
I'm very sad that this is even going on because I was on X a couple of minutes before the show.
Yeah.
And it's not like as if I, just like to check on these things, but check my TL, man, and I saw a couple of people's posts and stuff, and I'm like, so this guy account no follow, you want wait and disable. So please, at least, what to do, what not to do, guidelines, why we are doing so. Okay, if you are going to say this, it's let it not be that you're stopping people from saying, but you're trying to help them refine how they say things. Let it be that. It's supposed to be a government for the people, by the people,
But outside of, all the agencies, I think some of the social media apps also do this. They try to censor many things without also clearly defining why they're doing so. I think it makes a whole lot of sense for proper guidelines to be put in place so people can follow it. And then a clear demarcation between what is offensive and what is not.
Let me tell you something. When I was in the US, right? And you see, this is one of the problems that I have with our government in Nigeria. You see, we need to not only protect the political class, but also protect the citizenry. Does that make sense? There are a number of features that I had the opportunity of accessing on Instagram. Immediately I stepped feet in, on US soil. That immediately I got to Nigerian airspace. I did not at Muritala Airport. Nigerian airspace. I did not see those features.
I hope you turned off your phone before they block you from stepping out of the aircraft.
My brother,
live band.
You understand what I'm saying? So you see, it's easy for us to say that yes, the community guidelines and all of that, but do we also protect us as individuals? We spend a lot of money in Nigeria on content and all of that, but we don't get the features that we require. Bro, the moment you leave the country, your phone just starts to work.
Your phone starts to work.
I'm telling you, our phone is not working in this country.
Wow.
Let me buttress his point.
Yeah.
There's a certain application.
Yeah.
Right? I knew a couple people that worked at the company, right? And I wondered why they didn't have a particular feature for the longest time in our environment. Because I'm seeing ads. There are different ads in different countries if you're using a type of, never mind. But this particular ad feature was not placed in our country.
Yeah, that's correct.
I asked
why?
Person 1, person 2, person 3, and they said the moment they introduce the feature, Nigerians will bastardize it. Now, this is a particular feature that you have to pay for. It's not free. Everyone has, it's an ad feature, but you couldn't place ad on the platform for the longest time. And I was wondering why, because this is free money for the app.
For the app.
For the application. They said no, they will bastardize it. And truly, they just recently allowed us start, advertising on that platform.
And
as they said, you see. But all in all, would be that he's absolutely right.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I think that morality, mental morality as well is also important, right? You need to be able to control yourself, right? Because that's the only place you might feel a certain level of freedom in your life.
Exactly.
As an individual does not mean you should miss yan.
Of course.
Because you and I are guys, no mean say you go follow me talk anyhow.
Of
Do
course.
you see what I mean?
Yeah,
so
dude.
not everything needs to be spelt out.
Yeah.
Right? For instance, you can't write the S word or the F word on our space. But when I interact on international platforms, platforms in the US,
everywhere.
platforms in the UK, everyone's writing the full thing. SF, this. It's the full thing spelled properly, sometimes in caps.
Absolutely. So I'm so glad you said this.
So
because
what's wrong with our own?
So I'm so glad you said this. You know why? Because
then we
some
start
of those
using
countries,
ONKR.
Yes. You see, the truth is this, right? You see that thing where they say, Quincy, you see that thing where they say, community guidelines. The community guidelines in the US and the UK are different. Totally different from the community guidelines in Nigeria.
That's understandable.
You understand what I'm saying?
At this point, we need to take a quick break. We can talk about this all day long, and we'll all have different point of views.
Of course, absolutely.
So we take this break. When we return, the Black Table continues. And yes, cancel culture. It's like quicksand. Once you're in it, it's hard to climb out. Just ask Naira Marley. After Mohbad's death, his name was dragged, his music boycotted, his career on ice. Now, years later, he drops a video telling his side of the story. But here's the real question. Should we ever separate the man from his craft? Or once the streets cancel you, it is deleted forever? Now, this is a very interesting conversation that we're about to have. For the longest, I never thought cancel culture was a thing in Nigeria because I felt people could literally get away with almost anything, and we could make a list of everything, including some of the things that happened just last week, the ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? Now, in regards to Mohbad's situation, and of course the fact that allegedly Naira Marley was tied deep within it, a lot of people have chosen to walk the path of cancelling Naira Marley. And if you really think about it, does it make it right? The likes of R. Kelly, of course, is been convicted. His music is like nowhere to be found. Even the likes of Kerry Hilson, at a point in time, that was Chris Brown, after the incident with Rihanna. Now, cancel culture, is it a thing in Nigeria right now?
It's always been a thing.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay.
Even
Why
beyond
do you say so?
Of course.
Beyond the music.
They've been, so we approached ours differently. Ours was more bashing, attacking, reporting businesses, calling people to, stop, which is really what cancel culture is about. But it's like, I went to this particular place, this is how they treated me. Everyone bashes them in the content, in the comments. Then we now move, as I heard, to the business's content page. And then everyone goes there, pours in, and then stop patronizing and all of that stuff, We've always done that, but it wasn't particularly cancel culture. Now that it's here, eventually, I'm just going to speak to cancel culture as a whole. I'm not entirely for cancel culture. I won't lie, right? I think you can cancel the person. I don't think you should cancel the craft.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I struggle with canceling the craft. But I also think this is where it's weird. I also think some people's crafts should be cancelled.
Are we naming names today?
No, not really. Not really. We're not naming names. But, so I'll give you one. Till today, Chris Brown does not have the level. He's super successful, one of the most successful artists ever. but he's still not referred or reverenced the way he should be. Right? Because of one-time rubbish. And the funny part of this situation is no one wants to talk about it. Different pockets of this situation entails that Auntie Rihanna was actually physical. Do you understand? That's what led to what happened. It was a form of retaliation, and it wasn't particularly like, oh, I'm trying to whoop your butt. Right?
Bro, I like how you saved your social media just now.
No, yeah.
The event is even documented in a song. Deuces.
Yeah.
Bro.
Baba?
And no, if reverse was the case.
No.
Okay,
Manji, let's
So
be fair.
there's that one part. Sorry.
Oh, go on.
Then there's R. Kelly. Very messed up. Super messed up. Nah, he messed up. But there was also the point of never mind. Before they cancel me, John. No, it's okay. You can cancel me. Don't worry. But this is the other part. For R. Kelly, I'm sorry. There are too many songs. So if I'm listening to
An R. Kelly song.
I am a giant, I am a leader, oh, I am a mountain. I'm not thinking about dude pissing on the 17-year-old.
Golden showers.
I'm not thinking about golden showering
Think about
anybody.
what the song is doing.
I'm feeling what the song is doing, and I'm going about my day. So what do you think canceling the music does particularly? Personally, as someone who functions a lot with art, music, and all of these things, bruv, I'm doing myself a great disservice. Because where's the energy for the day? Then there's the Naira Marley situation, which is now, it's actually different. I'm sorry, because this is murder, bro. Right? Your name is being tied to murder. Now, I'll say this, and I'll say this wholeheartedly. From the jump, I was never on the bandwagon of conclusion that he had anything to do with the murder. Absolutely not. Himself and Sam Larry. You know, I personally didn't like that. You know, a lot of people went at them, went at their pages, went at their businesses, and a whole lot of that stuff. Right? Even though I felt very bitter about it as well. But I see proof. And I am never going to ride with it. I went to the, what was that event? The one that was done for Mohbad. I was right there, right from beginning to almost the end, you know, paid respects and the whole 9 yards. But bruv, never ever did I say, the only thing you would hear me say at the time was, there's a video, it looked like Sam Larry was about to jump Mohbad. That is what I don't like. It is clear-cut bullying. So, in as much as anything where you want to do for this life, that one I hold it against you. You bullied the boy. Murder is different from bullying. Murder is far. So, that's where cancel culture now gets very weird. There's no proof that these dudes killed this man. The closest to proof, now say bullying. And that's a totally different entity. Because Sam Larry is not a musician in the video. And now it turns out that eventually, no beat him from the voice note that we heard that came out. Right? We don't know that for sure, but that's what came out eventually. You know, but now we're saying you've canceled the wrong people. Or you canceled someone over murder. They've lost businesses. People stop playing their music. People stop listening to their music. Everywhere. Zinoliski, who is a signed artist, if you left Mohbad and Zinoliski, I promise Mohbad would have beaten the hell out of Zinoliski physically. Honestly speaking. But they cancel him too. Zinoliski used to be one of the top, if he drops,
used to be one of
top 10.
One of my
Apple Music, he sure died.
Bro, it used to be one of my
Bro, he was so crazy. Organic stream.
Zinoliski,
bro, they cancel
one of my
him.
favorite artists, bro. No jokes.
Do you get what I mean? I'm not saying that they don't, bro, please, let's listen attentively. But I'm just saying, when we want to cancel, please, let's cancel on the back of clear evidence. let it be clear that, bro, I catch you. We cancel you, bro. I will be in front. Bruv, I will cancel the hell out of the person.
I'm gonna pick up from something you said. Yeah.
Take.
But it's not my fault.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of people, in fact, I don't want to say the whole world, but a very significant number of people have been on R. Kelly's case, right? Now, I'm not going to say there isn't evidence, or at least some sort of testimony to some of the things that have been attached to his name, right? But to be very honest, I feel like as if people are just, the people who even cancel to themselves, they are shams. They are scams.
Shams. Okay.
They're liars. They're deceitful to themselves, because this was a person, or let me even say, this was a product or a market that they were buying into.
Yeah, prior to
for a long time, looking at everything that he was doing, portraying, singing about, living about, being about.
Yeah,
they put posters. In fact, to be very honest, I kid you not, but at least like a decent 30% of the world was conceived while listening to that man's music.
Conceived.
Okay, which kind? This is what I just said earlier.
Data.
People are very, very terrible statistics. Will you stop this?
Should I say it's even more?
Well, what's the
Should
hell?
I tell you why? Should I tell you why? This is what I'm saying. Wait, now this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying, because
how many?
Do you know how many people?
Sorry.
Wait, no, wait.
How many billion people are in the world?
About 6, or let me say 7.
About 7 billion people, inhabitants.
Yes.
Okay. What is 30% of this, please?
Oh my
3.5 is 50.
Yeah.
Right? So we're talking at least a good 2 point something above billion people listening to R. Kelly's music.
Yes.
I'll pour you water.
Pour me, I'm only calm. Pour me. It's the truth. People know this man's music. In fact, I don't want to say they know him, because it's hard to say they know him, but there's a relationship with what he was putting out, and it is strong. It's very evident.
We know for a fact that in the Western culture, cancel culture is a thing. You do something, and the
cancel the hell out of the person, bro.
It's not. But in Nigeria here, I want to make a couple of references, and Dek, I'm hoping you can help me answer. We remember there was a time that Tiwa Savage had this video that was out there.
They didn't cancel her.
They didn't cancel her.
We embraced her.
Let's not go there.
We're talking about this guy.
Let's not go there.
Wait. What's his name? Oxlade. Also had this video.
Oxlade. But wait, let's not mention Ox, because let's be very honest.
Yeah.
He touched him.
Ow.
He touched that boy. There was a projectile on that guy's career. And it's not the same right now. It's not the same.
So you think
I think he touched him.
But Tiwa wasn't cancelled.
I don't mean to be sexist, but hey, I'm just being honest. To me, a lot of the time, when it comes to this cancelling of a thing, why is it so easy to forgive the women? Why?
Okay,
there's a name I'm going to mention.
Because they enjoy it more.
I don't know if you know her. Millie Jackson, artist.
Oh, okay.
She's been in the game for a while. Like, she's old now, but this lady would perform on big stages, right? She's literally licking microphones and telling you what she wants to do to you. You could be with your wife right there in the crowd. She'll walk up to you. She's not asking for permission to grab your crotch, but she will. Why didn't anybody cancel her?
Okay, so let's say that's part of the craft and the art for her, but
then why is it not looked at the same way for R. Kelly?
Now, dude, if you try that with me, I'll knock you out, bro. You randomly walk up to me and touch me, bro, I will knock you out.
And you know the funny thing? She's telling you, I got to feel it. I want to feel it.
Feel who?
You can't feel me.
Feel who now? I go blow your eye. I'm sorry, I'm not violent, but bro, don't play like that. Boy, you don't want.
So I was gonna say something. You know, when we talked about the cultures, you see, the culture in the West is totally different from the culture in Africa, especially Nigeria. And what I've come to realize about the culture in the West mostly is morally inclined. What that essentially means is that the moment you step out of morals, you are cancelled automatically. They don't care whether it's tax evasion, whether it's
Are you talking about the Western culture?
The Western culture is majorly based on the moral values.
No.
And hold on. I'm sorry, hold on. In the Nigerian scene, we are more into the sympathetic empathic, type of emotional driven, feeling, especially when it comes to issues. Let me give you an example, and I'm going to give you clear-cut examples across board. Do you remember when the case of Evans, the kidnapper, happened?
Oh, okay.
Nobody knew who Evans was, but people felt like he had to be punished, whether or not they knew him. He was not a celebrity.
He kidnapped.
He kidnapped. So because he kidnapped, to them, I don't they kidnap. Hey, now that man will make sure they kill him. Make them kill him. He's not a celebrity. Now let's come back to celebrity. When the Mohbad issue happened, it wasn't about canceling anybody. It was about identifying the people that watched all of the things that happened to that boy down to he lost his life. So it wasn't an issue of whether or not Naira was there, or whether Sam Larry was an artist or not. Like you said, we saw the evidence. You see, Yoruba people have a saying. They say that a general is coming from war. When he got to the entrance of the house, he said, "Oh God, we heard that you kill people, but we did not see anything." But just as he was about to enter into the house, he just used his leg. He cut off the neck of a chicken. If we did not believe that he killed 600 billion people in war, the one that we saw
is enough.
It's enough for us to believe that, this guy. No, this guy is a general. In fact, we need to give him double general because of what we have seen. And what that essentially means is that because we saw Sam Larry do what he eventually didn't even do, that was enough for us to now begin to put 2 and 2 together and say, okay, this boy also was complaining that some people were frustrating him. Some people were making life miserable for him. Yeah. People were this and that. Don't forget, we as Nigerians are emotional people. So most Nigerians went with the emotions. They went with the Abiamo. You know what?
Abiamo
vibe. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm just making a quick reference to that particular video that trended a few years ago. I'm of the school of thought.
I killed you, yeah.
I'm of the school of thought that if you see any material that has a beginning but there's no ending, discard it. Because it means it's doctored. There's a narrative they're trying to say, but if you don't see the full picture, do not take it in. Because the moment you take it in, you should know that people are trying to push something, which takes me to our very last question before I read out some of the social media comments that I'm going to ask you. What do you think drives cancel culture? Especially, is it social media? Is it the media?
Cancel
is it
culture.
influencers?
Is the people now? Who are the people? Who are social media? Social media
drives
no,
it.
please, let's not even I'll be quick. Please do not misunderstand cancel culture to be real life. I'm sorry.
Alarm.
Once you open your phone and hold it this way, once you drop it, it's different. All that smack you're talking is different. Real life is very far.
Very.
Shibubu cancel Tomashe, you can cancel all you want over here.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't mean dudes would not walk free on the road and still get hailed.
Bro, let me bust your mind.
Nothing will happen. Bro, they will still party. And nothing will happen.
Naira Marley.
Because real life is different from... How many of you are on social media, bro? Real life. The multitude on the streets of Lekki Fest.
Can I just quickly chip in this?
Yeah, quickly.
A lot of the people who jump in on this cancel culture thing, to be very honest, they're people who lack self-relevance. And they just feel, wait, let me land. Let me land. No, allow me to land.
Okay.
Do you realize that the moment you start to talk about something, the moment you just start to talk about something, people just feel the need to jump in on it because they feel like, okay, now it's time for me to have a voice.
And that's what he said about morality. No. That's what he said about morality. So you can't discredit how someone feels internally at home, right? Whatever situation I might be going through, you're not privy to it.
Quincy.
But if I see something that's close enough to it, and it's my only, sorry, bro, if I'm being bullied at work, right, and there's no way to speak about it,
you go on the necessary, available platform.
But you see someone who has been put out for bullying someone at work, you would be quick to jump on it because it's very close to your situation.
Exactly.
And that's reality. So there are certain people that have been cancelled where I'm not really, I'm not really against. There was one particular politician that slapped a girl at supermarket. They went at him, they did all the best. Somehow the dude even holds a higher position now or something like that. Right?
He's no more.
It's no longer? I absolutely love it.
I mean, I saw an interview with the guy. He was looking like he needed to
for that alone, I'm with cancel culture on that one. But I'm just like, if you're going to cancel, let's make sure we're canceling right. Let's make sure we're canceling based on facts
towards things like this, and that is my problem.
So you see,
at this point,
a lot of the people that do cancel culture jump on.
Let me just quickly add something.
I'll take this.
So you see, the truth is Dion, and I like where you're going with what you're saying, but you must also understand that you see this whole cancel culture thing. It's a general agreement. You see this FC thing.
Based on morality, 30, as you said.
30 BG gang level.
There are 30 BG, baby.
Bro, there are people who don't even know what happened. But they just heard that we have cancelled Naira. Okay, we don't cancel her. Oh yeah, we cancel her. They don't know what happened. They don't want to know what happened. But as long as that is what has been agreed upon, they don't care. And you see, and this is one of the things I like to say, all right? If you listen to, and I don't know what led to Naira coming out at this time to talk about this, because I would have expected him to actually give his rebuttal like a while ago. But if he has taken this long to be able to articulate himself and say, okay, this is what has transpired, this is what has happened, I'm happy for him. However, what I would expect, right, from the Nigerian, community, is that we try as much as possible, like Quincy said, to get to the depth of issues before we begin to, begin to talk about issues. And you see, one of the problems that I have with issues like this is that a number of people are very quick to, they're quick to take up the position of Inspector Bediako. Everybody is an inspector. Everybody is investigating.
Detective.
And at the end of the day, the investigation never comes to anything.
But not be today. We start bro.
At this point, I need to take the social media.
Take it.
I'm going to take it, and then we'll do the toast of the week. And of course, Dek will give us just a tip. So it starts with Ashade. She says, Dek is back. See as he fresh. You were so missed. Welcome back, handsome. You get fan.
Thank you.
Afola says, wait a minute. I thought they called it democracy, and the government is for the people. So no more freedom of speech. Now, wow, I think there's a little more to it than that. And then at Obina says, it's just they pay me, say Nigerians are too sentimental to the extent that they have to blacklist Naira Marley for something he may not have a hand in. He wasn't convicted at all for this. So, Ashola, which is the final tweet I'll be taking, says, as long as it was reported how you assaulted and threatened Mohbad several times, and he cried it out that you were after his life, and you did not denounce it appropriately at that time, you go explain Taya. All right, thank you guys for all that feedback. At this point in time,
emotion is still running. Imagine after this long, emotion still the run.
Of course.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So Nigeria, see this matter is more of the emotion that this guy suffers so much. Do you understand? This guy suffers so much, and no, we don't want to hear anything. That's the thing.
Okay, so at this point, we're just going to do just a tip, then we do the host of the week. So, Dek.
All right. Okay, the tip. Okay, yeah, I'm back in the country, and I just want to say that, whatever it is that you do, make sure that you get to the, the root of it before you take any decisions, all right? You are enough, and don't forget to be you. Peace.
That was very tippy.
Very tip, very tip.
And at this point, I want us to raise up our glasses and then, Quincy, why that look? And then give a toast, to, what are we toasting to? Deck, you can come around. What are we toasting to?
Oh, well, what can we toast to? Well, we're toasting to good life, Good life,
yeah.
I mean, good health.
Good health.
Many great things to happen.
Where's my chocolate, bro?
Guy, chocolate, you go chop chocolate, you go tire. You go tire, my brother.
Let's toast to not being cancelled.
I know, right?
Okay.
I don't know about that. They've cancelled me quite a number.
I uncancel you.
Customer.
You are on cancel.
I uncancel you, my bro. Nobody
We are
cancel you.
canceling you.
We'll cancel you.
All right, so you heard it all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for this edition of the Black Table. And thank you to this amazing gentleman. And I'm going to thank myself. If not, I'm not thank me, I'll go thank myself.
Thank you, my
all
bro.
Right.
Thank you, Olamide. I was going to do a video for you at Times Square.
Oh, really?
Yes, I unfortunately I couldn't.
Next time.
Next time, I go run now. I go run now.
All right, at this point, I want to say good night to you all. Do have a blessed week ahead. Weekend. Deck, where will they go?
Now you go tell us where we go. Now you go tell us where we dey go.
Remember, the darker the night, the brighter the stars.
I did wait till the
Have a good night.
the blacker
It's the Black
berry,
Table.
I was waiting since. Where is it?